I gave you a strength potion knowing you're going to be fighting shadows sometime in the near future. Almost.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2, Lost Initiative, Edge of Morality, Week 23 combats, and Scott didn't get to kill anybody. He got close. He got close.
He got them fruity pebs.
He got them fruity pebs.
Really wanted some cocoa pebbles. I should have said it the other way around. Oh.
I was determined to make that a fruity snack for you.
I appreciate it. Otto is always making every situation just a little bit more fruity. So, all right. Well, I suppose we can just go over to Grommen and Rye sitting up on the ledge. You guys are going to be able to kill some time there, licking your wounds, kind of breathing, flexing your muscles, trying to feel strong again, whatever it is that you do. Do you guys have any conversation that you want to have while you're up there? Anything that you guys would talk about in general? Or I already know all the secrets.
I feel like Ramen would sleep, like rest.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
he got
not
fucked
doing
up
so
pretty
well,
bad.
so I probably need to rest.
I think Rai would just like watch while he
What
slept.
can I roll for HP right now? Like how much time?
Oh, well, I mean, when you short rest, you can roll as many hit die as you'd like. You're level 5, you can roll 5 if you'd like.
Yeah, let's see where I'm at with that.
And Rye, were you uninjured, like entirely?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you even lose your temp HP that you had from?
Nope.
No, of course not. Of course not. Rye and sorry, Thunk and Otto. Did you guys need to do any healsies?
My HP's fine. It's my strength. How long before that comes back?
End of a short rest.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It is only deadly in the moment. Nah, I mean.
Nah, I mean.
I'm all good. I didn't really get hurt all that much.
I'm feeling
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, my HP's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess when Rye tells Grommen to like sit down, like you look like shit, he kind of looks down and he says what he said, and then he like kind of leans back, and he just like passes out.
Poor Grommen.
Straight up takes a nap. Well, when Grommen wakes up, an hour later on, Grommen wakes up to a very, very different scene. Did you see during that same hour that you were like napping, just trying to regain your health, your strength, and all that fun stuff?
Does that
Well-
regain my strength back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100% of it. Rye was just kind of like re-soaking in the magical energies that's given to her from her master. And so, Rye, all those shadows are just kind of like in stasis, lingered around this corpse. This corpse of a man.
Is he? Is he dead?
He's gone.
This dead werewolf that's down here.
I guess. Time to give him a Viking funeral.
Scott just wanted to kill somebody.
I mean, better him than us, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. That voice in your head show up and started screaming at you.
My side story got positively fucked, but we're alive.
Well, what do you do with this little guy over here? Do you move him into the crowd and just finish him
Yeah,
off as well?
I'll walk him over there.
Yeah.
Firing squad, get over there.
Awesome. And then if you would like to drop that bomb for me, I would appreciate it.
Okay. I'm just gonna drop 2 of them.
I feel like there should be a rule that you have to like turn on the 3D dice for fireballs, but no.
What am I rolling here? I don't have it in my thing.
Do they have to make a dex save? Reflex save?
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, and they get half if they pass, so he's rolling straight damage. Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay. All of them are still standing. Sans the one injured one, and you said you wanted to drop a second one anyways, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Jesus, man.
There you go.
You're muted.
You're muted, Scott.
This is
Thank you.
why.
Gromit wakes up to the sound of an explosion, and then immediately afterwards sees Rye hurling another ball of fire down there.
Yeah,
exploding.
Ramen hears this, gets up, and immediately is like ready with his axe, and then he's looking around. He's like, "Oh, what happened?"
Rye turns to him and she's like, nothing. And as she says it, you see like this plume of smoke go up behind her in the background.
What is this,
Awesome.
like a Michael Bay movie? What's happening right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Good.
So, you guys are an hour later. Like I said, it's now you kind of come to. Grandma wakes up, surprised for a moment, but feeling so much better. So much better.
What plan now?
Now we wait. You're not going to leave us behind.
You sure?
No.
I keep getting milk in my beard. It's funny.
I mean, you can fly though, so technically we can leave whenever, right?
Oh yeah. You fly too?
No.
Oh, I had an idea. You ready?
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't even wait for you to say that you're ready.
I was
Looks
waiting
at his
for. Go
arms.
ahead.
And his swords and his wings just come out and his legs become talons, and he gets up in the air and he grabs you with his feet talons and he carries you off. And I'm gonna go this way back towards where they were before, where I'm gonna
Are these
assume
guys
they
all
are.
dead or are they alive?
All dead. Re-dead.
Dead
Where
again.
did they go?
We just went back to where we were camped out.
I thought that this was where you were camped out.
Yeah,
As,
down there.
as we're flying over what looks like just a corpse, Rye kind of like points down. She's like, Adam's sword, the sword.
What?
Let's go get the sword.
The sword? Oh, you mean Otto's sword?
Yeah.
All right, we'll fly back, and I'll go down towards where the thing is, and I'll let her grab it.
It's gonna be one of those things where you don't even set Rye down. It's kind of like
Fishing.
you're kind of like holding down, like grab it as I go by.
Yeah, exactly.
like holding a child in the air, like, oh, pick up your toy. Oh, that's funny.
and then I'll fly back to them. Man, leave us.
Why didn't we just send Rye alone last time?
I think you have an aversion to sending Rye alone, don't you?
Only on stealth missions. On nuking missions, this is a different story.
Listen, if you
Hang on. Stealth missions always go great.
if you had sent Rye alone last time, you know what would have happened? I would have just made it so those creatures could actually climb up the cliff and eat Rye,
No.
I would have just gone invisible. So
or that, you know. So you guys are able to meet up with the other two.
Around, and can you just like throw fireballs down on the ground?
wait,
Yep.
can we even fly? Because it's per long rest.
It is for long rest, but it doesn't even matter right now because we're really cool. Because realistically, if you guys really wanted to go, the other way you could have done it was, oh, I throw a rope up here and I climb down and I use my cloak thing and I float down and we're both good to go. So really cool. Maggie flies you. It's fun. So it's non-combative. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. So what do Otto and Thonk do during that hour that they ran away and they're hoping for the other two to be
Where
safe?
did we get to?
Probably
As far back as you
guys.
guys wanted to. Yeah, where you camped. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, Thonk just kind of collapses. Like, he's got, at that point, you know, before the rest, he's got 5 strength. He's barely, like, able to hold himself. He's doing all, he's just weak. So he will probably collapse and sleep as well until he wakes up and has all of his strength back. How are you feeling, Otto,
I like
overall?
to say that we fly down and you guys are sleeping. We wake you up.
Like, character-wise, I'm totally fine, but Otto is definitely concerned for the situation. See, Thonk is weak, brings him some water, but I think by the time I get to you, you're already asleep.
Yeah, I'm probably already asleep, so you can just keep watch. If your strength is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. So
All
I'll
right.
just keep a lookout, waiting to see if maybe Grommen and Rye make their way back.
And they do.
And they do. You
They
see
do.
you fly him.
Mm-hmm.
And
See
I
you
got-
flying.
There it is. There.
And I have Rye. I'm holding Rye, and Rye's like holding your sword.
Oh God, that's epic.
Yeah. It's a majestic silhouette.
Absolutely, yeah. So I had brought the water to Thonk and see that he had fallen asleep. So I make the decision to sort of keep watch for the companions, and then out of the corner of my eye, after a little while, I see in the distance this beautiful, big black silhouette of a massive eagle with a little tiefling hanging from the bottom, and what appears to be my beautiful magical sword. They've done it. They've brought it back. And I stare in awe at this majestic figure, gracefully, what would you call this? Swooping,
Flapping.
flopping,
Flapping?
flapping.
I like swooping.
Swooping's good. Swooping's elegant.
Yeah, it sounds more elegant.
Swooping toward the campsite.
But let's be honest, Grommen would be flapping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grommen would be aggressively flapping as he comes down. And Otto sheds a single tear, just moved by the beauty of the moment.
Before you guys interact, Otto, roll me a perception check really quickly. Yeah, just we're playing perception. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me one more.
Mm-hmm.
You did not notice the fireballs before, so they did actually. You were not aware of the situation. So you guys come flapping, flopping, swooping down over by Otto, where he's staring off at your beautiful silhouette and single teardrop rolling. And feel free, like Thonk, you can immediately wake up at this point. You're feeling your strength has returned to you.
Cool.
You guys are there. I imagine there's not much for you to say, but please go right ahead.
As they land, Otto shouts at them, "You found it!" He starts running up to them. You found it! He grabs the sword out of Rye's hands. Oh, but our friend just looks.
That's when like Thonk comes strolling up slowly behind Otto and is like, "The mutt served its purpose."
Otto
That's a
just
bit
looks.
rude.
So
That is it. Otto's just staring at the sword and he just sort of quietly says, "It is a little rude, yeah." Well, can't be helped now, I guess. But what happened to you two?
Just little power nap.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing major.
I wake up to big explosion.
Oh, I look over at Rye. Yeah?
Rye just kind of shrugs and she's like, I think the path's clear.
Well, good. Should we head back? Looking over to Thonk.
Thonk looks ready to go. He nods. He's like, "The sooner the better."
Is it daytime now?
I have no idea.
We're in
I'm
a.
assuming, yeah.
Are we still? So we were in the whatever the pass was called. What was it called? Fell Pass. And that was like where the shadows were so overcast that you can hardly tell. But that's where we still are.
Yeah, we're still in the Fell Pass.
Okay, we're still in the Fell Pass.
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't. Yeah.
We're getting through the Fell Pass. And
Yeah.
we're learning why it's called the Fell Pass along the way.
Mm-hmm. So this is where things get interesting. You guys decide to make your way back there. And as you do, walking up, you're going across the site that you had seen beforehand. There's really not much of a site there. Aside from some charring on the walls and the spell gone
Yeah,
off,
the
there were
ghosts.
shadows. They didn't leave behind corpses. But there was one corpse. And you do come across, you see out from the distance as you're approaching, the corpse of the werewolf. What do you guys do?
I walk up to it and I look a little just not like sad, but I just look disappointed. And I say to Thonk, shouldn't we at least bury him?
Thonk like just kind of throws a hand in the air and shrugs and continues walking by, slowly, and is like, "Do what you will."
I look over to Grumman. Well, do we have like a shovel or anything? Maybe this isn't the most practical idea.
You want bury him?
Yeah, don't you think we should?
We can try. Does the dirt on the ground look like it's easy to?
No, no, this is all stone.
Hmm.
Short of a few dwarves or magic, this would be a very difficult task.
Otto begins just looking around, recognizes that the task may be a little bit more difficult than he realized, and just begins to find little stones nearby the corpse and just starts to pile stones on top of the body.
Can I like use my axe to like dig a hole?
Sadly, not really. I mean, you can, but it would take you like weeks. You know what I mean? Because you're able to break through the stone because of the magic axe, but
Okay,
It's
Gromma's
still
just gonna
stone.
try once.
yeah, you scratch it
And
really,
he looks
really,
down,
really
he just
badly.
scratches it. and like Gromman gave him his all, right? Like he pulled back and he smashed it down, and then like not much happened, and he's like, "I don't think we dig hole here."
Are you doing
Right.
this right next to the corpse?
We're not like right next to the corpse, but
Okay.
maybe
Alright.
like in
Right
this-
catches on to
in this area
Addo's
back
action,
here.
and she
Mhm.
helps just pile up stones.
I just keep putting on stones.
If
Right.
I forms
Grab
like a little
Grab
conga
them.
line, she like passes them to Addo, and Addo like
Yeah.
puts them down.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
And then
are
Gromman picks up a giant one and tries to pass it over.
All right, never mind. You're all distracted then. So all
Yeah.
three of you guys, because you're all doing that. Thonk's the only one that's not. So everybody roll me a perception check with disadvantage except for Thonk.
Okay.
We just roll a regular one.
Yeah, you roll regular.
A whopping 10.
Thonk just knows, right?
Otto! So Otto, this is
Hey.
your idea. So you happen to be the one that's standing at the very end of the Congo line of rock passing. And so it makes sense that you're the one that noticed, whereas Thonk just really just give a flying fuck. And the other two are, ooh, rock, or whatever.
How dare you? This is a sentimental. This is a sentimental time.
Sacred.
Our
Sorry,
dog
sorry,
man of
Rye is
No,
crying on the
Gromman's,
inside.
like scouting for the perfect rocks.
So when all of a sudden you notice the body seems to shift and you look at it. Oh no, it didn't shift. Is it? No. And then you literally start to see an arm reach through the chest of the body, and another arm reaches through, and then both they like kind of place their hands on the body itself, and then you see another shadow starting to rip itself free from the body of the werewolf.
Does
start to
everyone
see
else
it-
see this?
You're the one that sees it at the moment. They do not at the moment.
Otto panics. Whoa! What the fuck? Do you see that?
Immediately, everybody else starts to see it.
Oh no, Gromman's gonna smash it.
No,
Yeah.
Go
reactionary.
ahead, Rye.
I was gonna say Rye immediately cast Umbraturgy on it. Like,
Okay. Rye immediately casts Umbraturgy on it. Thank you very much. And with my total of a 7, you immediately cast Umbraturgy on it, and you have control over it. But what do you do or say to stop Grumman from smashing it as you go to cast Umbraturgy?
I think Rye reaches out with one hand to cast Umbraturgy, and with the other hand she like motions for like Gromman not to do anything.
Gromman's like, his axe is like this close to him. Like, why?
Just wait.
Okay.
Gromman
And-
stands there with the axe.
Otto's just like staring at it.
And your Umbraturgy works.
Okay.
You hear a slight giggle in your mind. Like not like a like a little girl giggle, but like a happy, satisfying sound.
Okay. Rye to herself says, "What's so funny?"
No funny, Gromman says.
You learn quickly. Now you have your student.
Rye frowns, and then like beckons the shadow to like come to her.
And it does.
Otto notices Rye, and I've seen Rye have these sorts of experiences a few times, so I kind of now understand. He looks over at Rye. He says, "Is it the voice again?"
Yeah.
I just look back at the shadow. I'm just fascinated.
Grauman's like watching as you're doing this, and he goes, "Why you no do that earlier?"
I don't know.
He puts his axe back. He's like, oh, and he mumbles to himself, and he goes back to picking up rocks and putting them back on the body.
Otto starts to walk toward the shadow. Is this what is this thing that I see in front of me?
It's the same as the other ones. It is literally it's an outline. So the outermost part of it is I suppose the sharpest part of it, but it's no, sorry, not the sharpest part. It's the most opaque part is the outermost part. So it kind of like fades off out of sight as you get further from the center. But it's this like dark, opaque, shadowy kind of mass in front of you that somewhat looks like the form of the person that was there beforehand. And yes, while werewolves die, whenever a werewolf dies, they revert back into their human form. Well, because this one died by a shadow while in its hybrid form, the shadow itself is in that werewolf form. So you actually see the silhouette or shadow of a werewolf standing before you. It's not small, and it's certainly impressive.
Would Otto know that about werewolves?
That they revert back to, it's a really good question. Why don't you roll me a history check really quickly, please?
Okay.
Lance, thank you.
I mean, when we killed all the others, they did.
Yeah, we saw that, huh?
You did see it, and you know it by legend.
Okay.
And the corpse in front of you is human as well.
Oh yeah, okay, so that would be extremely weird. I as I'm staring at it, I'm beginning to go through all these thoughts in my head. I'm looking at the corpse. I'm thinking back to when we were fighting those werewolves before, and I see this shadow of what appears to be a werewolf, and I'm still just fascinated by the whole interaction. But I begin to think about this. Didn't the other ones? Looks like a werewolf, doesn't it?
Rye's like, you can see she's confused, but even confused by her own words, and she's like, I think it's perfectly safe.
Otto just starts to, upon hearing that, I just start to move closer. I guess I look as though I was waiting for permission to approach it, and I start to walk toward it, and I put my hand up toward it, and I touch it.
Oh. You willingly just kind of reach up and touch it?
I'm so curious. I want to touch it on the chest.
Absolutely. Can you roll me a d4?
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of strength damage as you reach up and touch the thing, and all of a sudden, what happens is as you touch it, it's so cold. It literally, like, it's not that it's cold as in like I've been outside shirtless walking through Icewind Dale with diamonds like nipples, the way Thonk did before. It's cold in this supernatural sense where you can feel the warmth of your body being sucked out of you through the palm of your hand, and the muscles in your hand and your arm actually weaken because of this.
Yeah. So I almost immediately recoil. I'm holding my hand. Oh, it's cold.
Oh, that's safe then.
Don't touch it. Ow. Can you talk to it?
Rye attempts to talk to it.
So what do you say? And how do you say it? And
I want to use message. And
Sure.
she just asks, she just says, can you hear me?
Yes.
She asks, do you remember me?
Yes.
I hear her. No, I don't hear her saying this, right? Because it's message.
Yeah, she's kind of. You might be able to lip read her saying this, which actually I think that Mathis, don't you have like the ability to lip read, or is that the third feature of Observant?
I'd have to look. I'll look it up.
Yeah, Google 5e Observant. Sorry, go ahead, Rye.
Rye asks it if it can speak.
I am right
Rye looks at Ada and she's like, try and talk to it.
Okay. Hi.
It starts doing that like before. Remember how they would stand pretty much still, but as they became aware of something around them, there's that being like starting to do that whole shimmy.
Shimmies in response. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can read. I can apparently read lips. Yeah,
there you go. If it's a language you understand, I believe.
correct. Yeah, I have to understand the language. That's a random. All right, that's kind of
So-
cool though.
It
Good to
doesn't,
know.
like- Doesn't like say hello to him or anything though. It just shakes.
Yep.
But okay, no. But so I wave and say hello. It shimmies in response. Otto's thrilled by that. I'm like,
I did what my hand did.
it did it. Hi. What's it do?
Continues to shake. It's like a one-trick
It's
pony.
like bouncing up and down. It knows. What's it saying? Can it talk?
Rye kind of like tilts her head. She's like, I'm not sure.
What's your name? Does it do anything? Just shimmies.
Shimmying.
What's that mean?
Rye messages it again and says, who do you serve?
He's just gonna shimmy.
Just shaking?
You just shimmying? You just shimmying the whole time?
Oh, sorry, I responded. It said you.
Me? Okay. Rye like blinks a bit. And then she looks at Adam and she's like, okay, I think we're good. He's gonna come with us.
What?
I don't want him to come with us.
He's gonna come. He's coming.
Are you
Does it
sure?
act- Thonka takes a couple steps forward, probably stands next to Otto. Just looks at you, Rye. Does it have its own will?
Rye asks, do you have your own will? Rye like nods slowly at Thunk.
That could be a problem.
But
Keep
it says it serves me.
Then keep your damn dog on a leash.
I don't think leashes work anymore.
Otto laughs so hard at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gromit has like a serious face and he's like, I don't like this. I just want to say.
Thonk will look over his shoulder back at Gromit and nod. For once, I'm in agreement with you, Gromit. But
Otto is like he's changed his attitude drastically since he got burned by the thing, literally. Oh, just don't touch it. It'll be fine. Well, we killed a bunch of those guys before.
Gromit has like PTSD from the coldness of their like touch, and he just like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want it to touch me. No,
We'll keep it in the back, right? Yeah, we can keep it in the back.
Apparently, I have to bring it. So
as long
Why
as
you
you
have
have
to
it under
bring
your
it?
control, Rye.
pretty sure I do.
fine.
I think Otto goes back to it. I think it's fun. He starts trying to shimmy to get it to shimmy again.
Thonk clears his throat, and we'll take a few steps forward. Like, all right, let's fucking go.
Okay. Does it follow me?
Gromit goes ahead of him and starts walking.
So as soon as you guys start moving, what it actually does is it will, like as you start moving and it starts moving slightly forward, slowly at first, but all of a sudden it quickly moves at a very rapid pace at Rye. Does Rye do anything or?
No.
Okay. So as it moves at a rapid pace at Rye and Rye watches it, you see it kind of like jumps up like it's getting ready to dive at Rye. And it does in fact dive at Rye, but misses Rye herself and dives right behind her into the small shadowy area that's there. Now I understand that this place is very dark in general and there's barely any light that comes through. Because you guys had rested so much and whatnot, this is over near that like noon time where enough sun is coming in that you can actually have a shadow near you even if it's faint. And so it dives into your shadow. And so now your shadow doesn't quite look like your shadow anymore. It looks bestial and larger, and it's like it has like fur or something to it. It looks strange, but as you walk, it walks with you. It moves with you in your shadow.
Okay. Does Otto see this?
Everybody watches it.
Yeah, so I would, you know, I've been.
Maybe even Groudon came running at you with an axe, thinking it was going to hit you. Sorry, Bear.
I've been fixed on it the whole time, and I watch it go in, and I'm just like, it's so cool. Well, we have to bring it. It's awesome.
Ride touches the ground where her shadow is to make sure it's safe.
You touch the grounds to where the shadow is, and you do actually touch the shadow, and it is cold. It's very cold. However, despite that fact, you only felt the strength of your fingertips, like a little bit of your fingertips, like a numbing sensation, like almost as though your hand was asleep. The tip of your fingertips there. None of your strength was actually stolen.
Okay, so it's been like diminished. Okay, cool.
Okay. And as you guys continue to travel forward, now, again, the Fell Pass, we're not going to focus the camera on every situation that happens. That could be extremely time consuming. But as I was explaining beforehand, you hear strange sounds that come through this place. You actually do encounter other small groups of skeletons or much, much smaller groups of shadows. And when you do, you guys can pretty much just defer to both Rye and Thonk, because Thonk walks in and goes, "Ah!" and almost all of them, like skeletons themselves, explode. You know, bits of bone shard everywhere and just kind of crumble to dust at the ground, with their old rusted armor and weapons falling beside them. Shadows just kind of like get ripped apart from the inside out and then discorporate, as I was describing beforehand. And anything that might happen to survive the power of Grumsh, we have a fireball or two hurled in their face and they die. So actually, Grommen and Otto, unless they choose to be like, we're gonna go help too, they actually don't even need to do anything. You guys are able to quickly clean up any stuff moving forward.
I think Grommen would definitely do something, even if it did nothing.
I think your PTSD would put you right at the back of the group where you belong. Okay, leave us. Ramen.
But see, Grommen's flaw is that he solves everything with smashing it. So
Oh yeah.
it's kind of
So
stupid.
do you smash your feelings?
Something like that.
Uh,
With alcohol.
oh, you get smashed with your feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. So the you were saying that, so you guys continue traveling forward, and this traveling through this pass seems to drag on forever. I mean, you wish, so you think that it's only been a couple of days, but you actually not sure. It feels like it's been 2-3 weeks. Like it just, everything seems to drag on here, almost like life itself is slowing down to a crawl as you continue to make your way through this place. Anyways, as you guys continue forward and eventually get to further along, you're in another area where you're sleeping for the night and you guys have a watch. Could you roll me a d4 really quickly, Mathis, to see
Sure.
who it is that has their watch interrupted? I'm assuming
Is it
a
gonna be
3.
a 3 again?
Yeah.
4 this
Oh,
time.
a 4. It's Otto, I think, right?
Hey, yeah,
Is it-
that's me.
Yeah. So Otto, who's not hungover because he's in the middle of traveling through a scary place. So Otto, not hungover, is there for his watch, and you're kind of like going about your business the way you usually do it, whatever that is. And you hear some strange stirring happening from behind you in the chasm. You hear it from deep down. It's almost like a whispering noise. It's way off. And as you listen to it a little bit more closely, just try to confirm that you hear something. It sounds like the whispering is growing, both closer and in volume.
I approach it.
Sure. So you start moving from the camp to get closer and closer to this whispering sound,
Mhm.
and you're able to, again, it's still getting closer. It takes you a little bit of time to travel there. How far from the camp are you willing to go?
Not very far. I want to go like a little closer to it to see if maybe I can hear it better.
Sure. You're talking like 15 feet or so?
Like 10, 15 feet, yeah.
Okay. So roll for me a perception check, please, and thank you, sir.
Oof, nice.
Hey.
Nat 20.
Wow, that's amazing. So you do hear this whispering sound as you're getting closer to it, but all of a sudden it starts to make out a little bit of intelligible sounds. Whether or not you understand that intelligible sound is up to your character sheet. And you speak Damaran, Halfling, and Sharon. Sharon. You hear an unintelligible speech there. Roll for me, because you rolled so well, a low intelligence DC. Just intelligence check.
Okay.
Not save check, but it's the same for you, by the way, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the 15 is fine because it was the same modifier. You're listening to it and you're like, this sounds like Dwarven is what it's whispering, but you can't understand what it's saying. As it's kind of getting closer to you, like,
Dwarven shades. Here we go.
I want to wake up Rye.
Okay, so you go over and you kind of like what,
It's not urgent, but kind of like shaking her to make sure she wakes up.
Mhm.
Right. Wakes up. Yeah. What's up?
There's whispering. I think it might be dangerous. I can't understand it.
Oh, you need help?
Yeah, you can understand, right?
She groggily touches Addo's ankle and casts tongues.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, Addo, you can immediately understand
Mm-hmm.
the whispers.
And it comes to me in an instant of clarity, I imagine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
What do I hear?
I can feel the presence of the life, and I can taste their warmth. I need to take this. I need to take the warmth. I need to feed. It's been so long since I fed. There is orc blood. I need to take the life essence of orcs. And you get scared shitless, and you were able to roll for initiative with advantage because you could understand it. Rye can roll for initiative normally. Let me clear this out really quickly.
Addo, as your face gets more and more horrified, she's still kind of sleepy, and she's still lying on the ground, and she's looking up, and she's like, "Did it work? Did it help?" And you're just like this.
Otto's just. We should wake up. We should wake them up.
Okay. Let me roll initiative for the thing right here. Okay. And you guys are able to, where you are camping right now, you're able to see that there is a wraith that's there. My apologies. Let me do one of these.
Fuck, wraith. I don't want to. That's dangerous as hell.
I didn't say wraith. That didn't happen. I never said wraith. That is a lie. You're a cheat and a liar, sir. A cheat and a liar. I totally did not just say that. Damn it. Whoops.
The real Freudian slip, dude.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus. And let me do one of these good old fashioned run and where are you? Drop.
I got some pretty bad history with wraiths.
Do you? You don't say.
My first ever D&D game, I was TPK'd at level 1 by 2 wraiths.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna go well.
Okay.
For a
So
second
you-
there, I was like, is my ego back?
No. This is just my start screen that I always use on Roll20 to keep things up to date. I just Rye was wrong on it for a moment because I fixed Rye today. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at that amazing artwork for Rye. Are we on that screen, Mathis?
Yep, we are
yes,
on
we
that
are.
screen.
Look at this amazing artwork for Rye right here. This is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The whole set is awesome.
Yeah. Great
That was
job.
by the wonderful F Snow Zombie in chat.
Hell yeah, zombie.
Love F Snow.
So, okay. You guys roll for your initiatives. Let me pop that thing back out because I had gotten rid of it. All we have up in here so far is Thonk. So if we can get everybody else's initiatives really quickly. But Thonk and Grommen don't get to act in the first rounds. They're going to have to wait until the second round if they're woken up. Otto
So
rolled
we roll with initiative, right?
Yep.
you rolled with advantage. You got a 21, sir.
Yeah.
Just waiting on Rye now.
Yeah, I didn't roll because I figured I was asleep.
No, yeah, Grommen's there. Just waiting on Rye.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming our advantage is just going to come in like a turn later or something.
Okay, there we go. The 16, and we'll put you ahead of Thunk. That makes sense. So, Otto, you actually get to act first when you hear this thing. It is right here. It's a little dark and difficult to see, so I'm going to throw a little token on it just so it's a little bit easier to notice against that really dark backdrop. And there you go. There is your wraith that is coming at you guys. Let me move these guys to the far side. They would be a little bit safer inside your bed, and you're inside your bed. This was Rye's bed, and you woke her up.
Beautiful.
And here we go. Perfect. Now we're good to go.
Okay.
And we'll take a break, and we'll fight when we come back.
Oh yeah, nice.
I know. I caught you.
Yeah, man,
Scott can
good job.
TPK us next after the break. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Go grab a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever you gotta do, and we'll be returned.